By all that is good and holy, it is beer time. At long last, beer time. Beer time. Oh my God. Crazy weekends happening. I haven't been able to do a lot of beer videos for those because been just always at events, and not events that would be me sitting down in a lawn chair and doing a beer video friendly. So, thank you, O'Hare, for that long, drawn out takeoff. I guess you've decided to circle my house today. So, okay. So, I have a beer for you guys. And this beer is the cousin of a beer that I had way back in that Lent beer calendar that Paul came up with. It was called Even More Jesus. And to me, that implied that there was an original Jesus, but I went looking for the original Jesus, but I did not find it. Instead, from Evil Twin Brewing, makers of Even More Jesus, I found barrel aged Even More Jesus. I was like, okay, so what's the difference? 13% alcohol by volume. That is a punch in the mouth of alcohol on a beer. Brewed by Evil Twin Brewing, North Haven, Connecticut, distributed by 12%. And yeah, it's definitely got more than 12% in it. It is a barrel blended Imperial Stout. And it's got a little UPC code on there. If you guys want to pause and see where that leads, you go right ahead. Okay? So the can is not really anything to write home about. Just the rays coming off of the title, Even More Jesus. And of course, the standard government warning: don't walk on water if you're drunk and pregnant. So we're gonna crack this thing open, and I wanted to use this mug that my sister-in-law got me for my birthday, which was July. Since her husband got me the Czechoslovakian pint glasses, which I will be using. This one was dirty. I had to wash it, so now I'm flinging the water out of it. Uh, um, it is a thermal mug. So it's not clear on the sides, but what's really cool about it is it will keep your beer cold for a long time. And the only reason I didn't pull it out today to pour this one is because I thought you guys would want to see how dark Even More Jesus is. So, and it's funny. I can't see my face on the screen anymore because Big Tall Paul is calling me right now. It's urgent that he gets here. So, anyway, pouring out the Evil Twin Brewing barrel aged Even More Jesus. Let's see just how dark this thing is. Oh goodness, it is even on the pour where you could see light through it. It's just dark, 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 dark. That is a pretty looking Imperial Stout, and I have just decided to pour it like a street gang in a gang fight, just to see if I can get some head out of it, and just a tiny little bit. And look how dark brown it is. Crazy. That is a thick beer. Now, let's give it a sniff. Tell you what it's like. I smell all the elements of a good imperial stout, and of course the molasses, that sort of raisiny effect that you get because the malt sugar is so high. So, as I said, I'm smelling the molasses. I'm not really smelling the malt. just basically smelling the sugar, well, the sugars, if you will. So more O'Hare. Thank you guys. All right, let's just tuck in. I'll tell you what it's like. 13%. Wow, is that a punch in the mouth of flavor? That is a lot of flavor, and not bad, not bad. It's just it's so much. I was not able to categorize any of it in my mouth. It's just was just bah. so so let's go back in. Okay, it's not a sweet imperial stout. I mean, there are hints of sweetness in there, but really, it is a stout flavored stout. I'm getting the roast of the grains in the flavor. Not really getting that raisin flavor that you get from too much molasses and too much sugar. Really, just a very complex, almost almost could be described as a meaty effect on the flavor. It's just packed full of flavor. A little sweetness on the roof of the mouth, but everything else comes off like a classic imperial stout, like almost like a Russian imperial stout because it's not. They're not going for the sweet here. There's no chocolate in it. There's no peanut butter. There's no coffee. This thing is a stout flavored stout, and it just so happens to be barrel aged and tons of alcohol in it, tons of flavor. Really, really tasty. Wow, that is a lot of stout. Um, well, you know what? I've been talking about it, but I haven't really been giving you my impression of it. So I'm going to say this: if you are not a stout drinker, don't drink this stout. This would overwhelm you. It is that flavorful, that complex. It will frighten you away from stouts. If you are a stout drinker, get one of these. Wow, is this a good stout? This is an amazing imperial stout. I mean, even more Jesus, the original one, was a very tasty, tasty imperial stout. This one, I really want to salute them with a one finger, but it's not like they can see me. Well, the passengers can if they look out the window because we're that close. You can see me wind up and throw rocks at the windows. Oh. Um, this is just an outstanding imperial stout. They really did a good job on this one. I mean, the original, as I said, the non-barrel aged, even more Jesus, was delicious. It was a very good stout. This one makes that one pale by comparison, and that's saying something because that was a really decent stout. This one, oh my goodness, this is write a letter home to mom stout. Oh, and smooth, smooth. Just not crisp, not clean, robust, but you put some in your mouth, and there's no punch in the mouth of flavor on that immediate drink. It's really when you swallow that it all just erupts in there. It is delicious. All right, let's answer some fabulous questions. If I saw this barrel aged, even more Jesus in the store, would I pick it up? Yes, I would. I did this one. Why wouldn't I get some more? Um, if someone handed this to me at a party, would I be happy? Well, first off, I would ask them if they needed a little bit of money because this was not a cheap beer. But I would be extremely happy if someone handed me this beer. So, um, I did buy, when I bought this, it was a 2 pack, and I've got a second one downstairs. So I don't know if I'm going to drink that today, especially not at 13% alcohol by volume. I might actually package it up and send it to a friend because this one I want to share. But the person I want to share it with lives a long way away now. So he still comments on the videos, though. So, oh, Evil Twin Brewing. You guys did a good job on this one, kids. Seriously, this is a fabulous beer. And I cannot wait to have even more people try this so that we can talk about it because it's that good. Wow, I'm already feeling the effects of this beer. Why is that? Well, because I just got home from work and I haven't eaten anything since like 11. But uh, I think it's because it's got 13% alcohol by volume. So, kids, if you liked what I did here today, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button down below. If you really like what I did, you can like, share, and subscribe. I will see you y'all, next time. I got an awesome beer to share. Thanks so much for tuning in.